Okay, so when we're solving for an equation for the variable here, we're solving for b, what we're going to do is we're going to follow a three-step method, and we're going to do it every time. Now, you won't always use the distributive, like for example on here, because there are no parentheses, we're not going to distribute, but if we did have that, we would need to do it first. Our second step is to sort and combine terms. So what I usually do is I go through and I draw a line here through the equals, because what I'm going to do is this is going to be one side of my terms. This is going to be my other set of terms. And like I did before when I was combining like terms and distributing and things like that, I always start left to right. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, and here I'm going to go ahead and just bring down my negative 15b. Okay. And I'm going to start there. Then I look at my next term, and if it's helpful for you to go through and draw your separation so you know how many terms you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms this time because we've got that equal sign. So we've got 15b. When we look at our 21, 21 isn't like 15b. We need to go ahead and we're going to move it over to this side. And here's our hard, fast rule. If you are flipping the sides, you are flipping the sign. Since our sign is positive 21, when we flip it over this equation symbol, it's going to become negative 21. Okay. My next term is 5b, so I'm going to keep that here on this side, which means I just keep it as positive 5b. I don't have to do anything to the sign. It stays the same. And my last term is on the other side, and it's negative 19. Because negative 19 is the same term, it's a like term with negative 21, it's not going to change sides. It's staying on the same side of the equal that it's on, and I'm going to have negative 19. So now I've sorted, I'm going to combine. So I do negative 15 plus 5, and I end up with negative 10b. Okay, I'm going to put my equals back down because we're going to have a one-step equation when we end. Negative 19 or negative 21 plus negative 19 is going to be negative 40. And then to solve, all I'm going to do, so now I'm on step 3, which is solve a one-step equation. So all I'm going to do is get rid of this negative 10. And when I get rid of the negative 10, I'm kicking it to the other side. When it goes to the other side, it does the opposite thing. So I'm going to do 40 divided by negative 40 divided by negative 10. And when I do that, my answer is going to be b equals 4. And that's my answer. And it doesn't matter what type of equation we're working with, but that's how we would do it if we just got it on one side. So go ahead and move on to the next slide, and I'll do another video there.